Alright. We're jumping back in to the Elysium. So I think we are encroaching upon the end. We have pretty much everything done except for the capturing the suspect. So, first of all, can I fast travel? No. Okay. Because why would I be able to? I swear to God, this doesn't even work half the time. Alright, what I will do is I will move all the way back. And what is this? Okay, a little bit of money. Okay, that was it. That whole thing was just there for a polo shirt, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna go back and we have a couple of things to do for the end, I believe, hypothetically. All right, we're at the church. We should be able to fast travel, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, we gotta call in the. We gotta report the dead body. Who the fuck are these guys?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I'll tell my Jules.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over. 10-4, sir.
Okay.
10-4.
Hold on, I guess I gotta...
10-10. This is Precinct 57.
For dead body, yeah.
Moment. Can you please describe the...
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell.
Yeah.
There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
Nope.
No field autopsy necessary.
you can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine it?
Yep.
Any information on the library card? Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
Assign it to someone else, Alice. We've got
Yeah.
enough on our plate.
Great. I'll give it to your colleagues. You don't have to worry about the case anymore. We'll send our officers to take away the body.
Okay.
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can... 57.
In the cabin,
Alright, who are these guys?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Whoa. What does this guy have on his back? It's like all fucking worn out. You guys fuck the world.
Real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
We're literally right here.
Yeah, tribal shit.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCA...
It's just theoretical work, Copper.
Who are
I
you?
can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Okay.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the...
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop.
Okay.
okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange.
Who are the
These-
skulls?
You don't know?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Really don't.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertney,
The nastiest bunch of psychos.
possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their...
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock. Or you can find them loitering around the brightly...
I can't wait to become a skull. Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
he was hanged.
Okay, we're not gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not...
Hey.
This isn't gonna work.
Stop right there.
Sure. Understandable.
Cindy the Skull?
Oh, yeah. Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah. A true artist of the...
By the way, if you see Cindy...
For all their nihilistic posturing, the lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Interesting. Let's go tell the other guy that we found his wife. And then let's go back because we're going to have to find out how to get into that other little place. I mean, tell this lady that we found her husband. Not that we found his wife.
Oh, hello, dear. Goodness. How is he?
He's fine, man. He couldn't get back earlier because...
Oh, yes. But I am so...
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely back with her.
Interesting. Okay, I think we're pretty much... What do we have to do? Do we have to do something here? We got to get this one. Shot came from... Dude, I literally... Oh, fuck. We're going to have to... Oh... I know what they mean by the bullet traces. Alright, we're going to have to level up again. How close are we? Okay. Working firearm that shoots 4.46. We're like never going to fucking find that. Alright, yeah, we're going to have to find... Because we see those bullet tracings, but we're going to have to... We're going to have to not fail the check a million times. Let's ask this lady for some more stuff.
A policeman? Me? No one. Now it's your turn, Mr. Why the handle you got there? Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shop. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? This environment encourages one thing.
Oh, now we get to go in.
The door has seen better.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
The key turns with a Saturday.
Yeah, we're not staying here. But we will be looking. This ain't even a bad room.
A brisk coastal wind still howls. The room feels muffled.
What is this place to you?
Hospital staff, the
Waves
fugitive.
crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers. Far to the southeast, a middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge. Who are you talking to? There is no outside.
Look.
Look under the... Okay.
As you look at the floorboards.
Thank you,
in this
Shivers.
corner of the shack, it's clear the edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out. Nothing particular catches your eye. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. You stick your hand in and start combing through this. A small cylindrical object. You pull
What?
it out. A bullet.
Not, was it 9mm?
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cold in the bullet. You get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Do we still have the other bullet? And the items? Doesn't look like it. Oh, here we go.
The bullet is still safely sealed away. The jacket of the bullet
Oh,
is
this is
made
5mm,
of a yellowish metal.
okay.
It's quite. What's interesting about the bullet thus far? A jacketed bullet, which very interesting.
That's 5mm, not 9mm.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, like an artist with a brush, the sharp blade
Oh, he
chases
shaved.
your skin, reducing a scratching sound. They feel so smooth. The water reflects back. You
Cool.
almost look like a professional.
Oh, did our model change too? It did. That's pretty cool.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression.
Oh, this is another
of
mirror
still a
check.
clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
Ooh, this looks sick. Ooh, that looks really good. Visual calculus or more logic? I think this one's kind of sicker, so, and has better things. Oh wait, don't click that yet. Let me save. I don't know if this will just automatically put me to sleep.
The bed is comforting.
Okay. We got some fucking big evidence here, though.
Yes? Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
You can tell
I'm
me.
not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea.
Damage.
Either way, good on you.
Alright, whatever, let's talk.
Our tenant, damn that girl.
Yeah, she was here.
But you didn't put it there, did you?
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either. Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here. She came last Friday, left on
Open it
Monday
wide
in
open.
a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Write down. Please answer each question to the best of your ability.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8.
8
She
o'clock.
probably heard the Lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
True.
I cleaned it. Like I know.
The truth, sire.
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly how would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Sure.
Do tell. Exit from what?
Spread my hands. I'll spread my
The
hands.
lieutenant stops,
No, she's a fighter.
not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son. She really believes that.
Okay.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Do you think she's in that shack at the very top?
Don't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find her. Better for you to stay here, get a nice, cozy...
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Yeah, the field electric mural. Okay.
What more do you want to know about that? Yes,
Okay.
one thing.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed
I
up
wonder if they're
in.
related. They might be related. She seems like she really likes her. What if we can date the other girl now?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
We can.
Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
We'll come back. We'll come back for that one. Not right now. We're gonna go back to the mural, and then hopefully get enough XP to level up, and then look at the bullet holes. That's the plan. Yo.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
I'll ask him what it is.
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here. We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and
4 or
rebuilt
5
4 or
times.
5 times now. In conclusion, she could be in... I hope not.
Maybe it's just a storm. There's no echo.
Interesting. I swear to God, she's got to be. If she went north, she probably went all the way to the top.
You see, a once bright, a slogan used to above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat.
Why single out this one building?
Maybe we could, ask the man who's pointing.
Great idea.
Impossible level 20. Okay, so we have +4. We're still not gonna get it. We need more. We need more shivers. Hold on. Do we have anything that gives us shivers? I think we do, right? Pain threshold, electrochemistry. Could have sworn that we had. Yeah, +1. Okay, I mean, it's +1 though. Probably not gonna be it.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning? Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
Okay.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Cybernetics.
What's R&D?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. You're probably more familiar with RTD.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
Wait, what the fuck does mea culpa mean? Through my fault. Okay.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its...
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had a name. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building.
Tape computer.
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionized, which is a field
Did
of
these exist?
engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet. Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Oh.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even a boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
Pleasure wheel.
Pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel.
Oh yeah, there's that thing that appears on the map.
To lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez... Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
Tape computers.
Tape computers. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Decret de Mars. What's the Mars
What's that?
Decree?
This guy has so much
Sent
information.
out to news. It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver verm on the cover of the
Okay, computers
Actually,
work.
no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made
Well, they had
entirely
radio
of
computers,
tape
not
would look
tape.
like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware. 10 years ago,
Holy
I did
fuck.
a little...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Yes, tape computers. And, but of course. What? Sure. What's on your mind? But of course. And what else?
Let me look at it again.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying,
In there?
why single out this one building?
We don't know too much yet. God damn it, dude. I think we need to hit that shivers check. But we don't have the amount to do it. Hold on. What if we have to fail?
The once bright mural, suddenly, all is quiet. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We've already talked to the cryptozoologists. Working with them might give us a good excuse to run around, give us some structure. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like... Anyway, we do it the old
We leveled up.
sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can...
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, is trying to talk to the city, something you've done before.
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers,
Yeah, the
storm
bunkers.
drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
And listen to the wind again. Okay, but we did level up. So what we're going to do is go back. We need more interfacing as well. Are we done with this thought thing? Date of birth generator? Probably not worth it. I don't know why I started doing this, but we started it. Now we're going to fucking finish it. Oh yeah, we're going to have to go the long way around here. Yeah, we're going to talk to the cryptologist after we inspect these bullet holes.
A scattering of bullet holes
Oh, we already have
spread
this.
across the cracked wall. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen
Holy
at least.
shit.
The heads lowered and eyes blindfolded.
Fucking firing
It's
squad.
quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles prime. A gust of wind blows by. The sun blazes hard. A long time has passed. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Damn.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes. They stand, ordinary people, familiar. Each leeches, fleas, and thieves. All the maybe you should change it. They were praying, screaming. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark. The commandant, the one who...
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Val?
Yeah, for field personnel.
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld.
Yo. They just told me to go to the mural again. You know what that means. This has some sort of significance. Fuck yeah, we're fucking solving this shit today, boys. We're fucking getting in.
The once bright mural towers above you.
Ooh, now we got it. Now we got it. Now we got it. Now we got it. Now we got it.
The once bright mural towers above you.
We reconstructed that
saying
execution, and
the
now we got this possibility. Actually, while we're doing this, I might as well just equip the other thing. That gave me more shivers. The scarf. And then we'll just casually undo the scarf afterwards. Yeah, now it's 17%. I wonder if this is necessary.
The once bright mural. A breeze.
I mean, I guess this is really only necessary for like a couple of different checks. But you could get just like extremely unlucky and actually soft lock yourself.
The once bright mural. Suddenly,
there we go.
There's a sigh carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk. It's white.
She's down there.
Okay. Why?
No one told me.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were under collapse.
He just shrugs.
They're gone.
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Equip that bow tie up. I'm not going to put any points. I'm not going to level up just yet. Oh, hold up. What's that? Dude, I knew that was it.
An old pipe peeks out. A building like this must... Your eyes slowly begin to... The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around...
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
It's jammed shut. Oh yeah. Big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it.
Damn right.
The metal
Let's
doors
go.
are heavy, and the flaking rust hurt.
Good work. Shall we?
Let's go in. Ooh, we're fucking here, baby. Should take out your flashlight. You are right. I should. Dude, we're getting into fucking final boss territory right now. Oh, that's a door? Hold on, I don't want to go in there just yet. That's pretty cool. And solitary suit jacket. What's this? Oh, crevice in the wall. I guess we needed the flashlight to find that. Socioeconomics. I'll wear this.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head. And your Krasma's glory to the...
Or to the revolution. Another Krasmanov.
The mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted.
Some radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
Hmm.
We have found.
Oh wait, secret weapons?
I guess what most people think of as history. Millions of depictions of mass half a century. I think the purpose of this bunker was to... I won't stand in your way, but only after we've... You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Years worth of... Someone crouches, heels...
That's the one we saw outside.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
That would have been absolutely insane.
This does look like an embrasure. A slit made for shooting out of. Outside the window, another day.
It's a great place to hide. And Masovianism and murder are certainly not mutually exclusive. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages. Indeed.
True.
No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough.
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment.
In fact, I think we're done with this bunker.
I'm gonna check the island. That's the only final place we have to go to. Looks like it's the only place that it could be. New footprints. That's the fucking one. Unnatural buzzing. Hold on. Let me go in the other way. Dude, we are fucking finding it right here, dude. And this is it. Let me go in here. Who the... That was a fucking person. Okay, I'll keep going. No, actually, I'll go up. I think this just takes me all the way to the top. So we'll go all the way up here, see what we can't find. I think this is just going to take us to the roof. Yep. This is what we saw on the ground. Because we have to be exactly here to see this. By artillery fire. Doesn't look like there's anything else up here though. Yeah, that's literally it. But we definitely are in the building though. Oh, I guess this is if we did the if we climbed up through the roofway, then we would have entered, or through the ladder, then we would have entered this way. Yeah, and then we would have came down and gone through this part. Okay, makes sense. I guess we'll follow this way. Seems like this is the right way. The buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
True.
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
True.
It will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
I guess this is where we're gonna get an ending.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without him knowing. We might have to dirty our hands, but...
In this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean.
Definitely. I think she knows something about the mercenaries, maybe. And she won't be around if the situation explodes.
True, but I have no idea how the fuck to figure out her mission thing, so I'm not doing it.
You think we should finish running it now?
Didn't we already do that?
You're right. It might...
It's a minor point. Don't worry too much about it.
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologist might not be able to do their job.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
True.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
So this is where we this is where we get to the end. I guess I'll start walking a little slower. But I'm guessing this is where we're gonna get locked into an ending. I do want to do that other date thing, see what happens with that. Could be something small, but might lead to a better ending.
Suddenly,
oh, there we
your
go.
entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before.
Yeah.
Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Whoa.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance.
What is she? She's got fucking radio powers.
Here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely... Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Really now? Check this
Ooh.
out.
Okay, this is not going to be fun. We're going to upgrade our health. And see what heinous things occur to us.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
And it's pretty nice.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Fucking pale latitude compressor. Hell no, she's killing us with anime.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely.
Fucking shooter.
This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
Okay. This is actually, like, somehow true. In real life, there's, like, some, like, if you get, like, noise, it's, like, sound to vibrate on a certain frequency, you can, like the U.S. military had this thing where, like, they would get the sound to vibrate on the frequency of, like, your heart or your lungs, and then, like, force you to not be able to breathe, or force your heart not to be able to beat.
The pale? It's the end of the world.
What?
I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too. As she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
It's illegal.
Way beyond. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through. No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead.
So she thinks of you as hunters. not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Okay.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh?
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
For the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor.
The pale latitude compressor.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
It's your girlfriend? Who the fuck was her girlfriend?
Nah, she didn't crack. She's a survivor. If she told you anything, it was to save herself.
Wait, they were dating?
I'm sad to hear that. The girl was playing some dangerous games. She had some pretty messed up people after her. She's going to come out of that meat grinder, but Klausia couldn't have known I was here. How did you? My boys? What is this? I thought Titus and I had a decent collegial relationship.
Okay.
Doesn't even matter. How can they be my boys when they're not even my friends? Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people who people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Give me a person. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Like what?
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Well, ask them.
No, not since I was 4. Why? Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
About elevators.
What do elevators have to do with anything? Not particularly.
Old rickety ones?
Into old shit for old shit's sake.
God damn it!
So you know she's not an antiques enthusiast. Not my jurisdiction, man. But it also doesn't sound like she used that secret route at all.
What?
Don't know it. But also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof.
True.
Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
That is true.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
And leave Maybells?
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on. I never did understand why. No, I did not. I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable. Plenty of broken people who don't come with, yeah, sure. And I didn't like...
She didn't hate it. Oh,
I'm listening. And? Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
What?
this is such a wipeout.
Yeah, we're getting fucked.
The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, not that kind of... A Nachtway 80 front loader. 2 barrels.
That isn't it.
Never really got into weapons trafficking. Yeah, evidence. Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claus's rooftop. The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there. Yeah.
Ooh, with the antenna?
Along with Clausia. It's very powerful. I used it to tune into
Ooh.
RC. Yes, I'm sure.
Ooh.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Dude, that was such a... Like, everything we had was gone. So either she's lying or she's telling the truth. It seemed like she was telling the truth.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him. And there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes. Her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
She eyes you. Where?
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard, but no, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
What?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised
But
me
did she kill him?
how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck. To fake fluidity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys.
Wait. She said that Ruby was the one who did that. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. We're not in a good situation.
Exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise. She lied to you about that too.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed. As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
Huh.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
No, what do you mean by that?
You. Everyone says you're his peon. His human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear
Okay.
white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops.
What?
The criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois.
Oh.
One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and the funny tie. Agent to la puta madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
True.
Right. Sure. You don't know. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
Who the fuck is Madre?
You know what I did. I fucked him over. And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily.
Who the fuck is La Puta Madre?
Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular? Or...
Yeah, you had your death squad with you.
What?
What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude.
Oh.
You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform.
Wait, Chipper? Was it the guy in that suit that we saw earlier?
That sound about right?
No idea who these people are. Literally. Satellite Officer Vicmere looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Miller. We could either take a room here in the whirling or go home. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstam. He can give us...
Well, this has been a great talk, really. But I think at what bunker?
Have you been there?
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp.
Damn.
I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond
I think...
to...
Oh shit, dude. I think maybe we committed this crime. Oh no. Well, hold on. Maybe we didn't, right? Because we came in after the dude was already dead, right? But this chick definitely didn't. Not fucking draining my HP, dude. Can I save here? I can't. Fuck. Just for that thing. How are we gonna do it? We're just gonna walk up and she's just simply going to let us? I mean, I guess she just doesn't care.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
I'll worry about him.
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine.
Oh, fuck it.
We can't do that. We're gonna have to convince her.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options. You know.
Still talk her out of it?
She stares at you, frozen. The gun still. Gratitude. Doubt. She's still ready to go.
We don't want to arrest her?
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Well, it was either that or dead.
Good call.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
If we just let the murder go,
I
we
have a
definitely didn't.
feeling
Yeah, we
we
definitely didn't.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Her tent? Oh, right here. Let me save. Damn, we got fucked. None of that was even... Like, we got really fucked. We got omega fucked there. Okay, thank you for the extra health. We're gonna fucking need that shit. $8.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled-up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship.
What?
You also see a collection of radio...
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More technology.
Notebook.
You pocket the worn, a trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately.
Like right now.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used. It's made of full-grain leather.
Schneller.
This was important to her when it was still hers. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out. With tiny... It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
Okay.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted
code.
down in code. Looks like contact info.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We
Those
have
codes.
a junior sergeant at my station.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Impersonal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
Okay.
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year.
I can just make
It
myself
reads
as useful as I
simply,
can while I'm looking
I know
for a way
my
out.
position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely.
Interesting.
She's referring to betraying a previous employer. Does this suggest that name isn't mentioned as far as you
Yeah,
can
who the
tell?
fuck is La Puta Madre?
Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th. Great. M's peon is coming to town.
Oh, I guess that's
no
us.
doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head.
Damn.
While I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder.
That's kind of a cold-ass line. To twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder.
Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
From
Whatever
my boss.
you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course.
Oh, she knows.
I've made it a point to believe in the best in people. The boys, for example. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. That must have been one hell of a conversation. The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure. The head of a major general gang, specializing in drug production and trafficking.
Drug production and trafficking.
Very bad person.
We do a lot of drugs, apparently.
He's not 100% sure you're not indebted to this very, very bad person.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre. Could have been Titus. Then again, maybe there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. One thing is for certain. We have business back in Whirling and
Okay. If you dare. Check the island. What do you mean by the island? What fucking island? I'm so confused now. I thought we knew something, and then I have found out that we definitely do not. The other guy's gone. I swear to God this was the guy that we're talking about. The guy with like a cheery smile or whatever the fuck. Blonde dude with a cheery smile. That had to be that dude. Okay, what do they mean the island? Check for bullet holes on the island. What the fuck is the island? There is no goddamn island. Dude, Kim went the long way. You gotta be like fucking right in front of this thing to be able to fast travel. Or just never, I guess. That's cool too. How about now? No. This is not the church? Should be the church. Did we check around like the full side? I think we did. Alright, we can unequip this thing here. Huh? What was that? Oh, that was a bird, I think. Damn. Dude, I have like so many more fucking... I have so many more questions and answers now. What happens if we talk to this lady now? Nothing. Okay. I'm literally at the... Okay, I guess I don't think we can fast travel now. I think we have to, like, it's important for what we're gonna go into. Do we do this right now? Let's see what happens.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little...
We could try, but... I'm not feeling it at the moment. It really did seem like she just didn't do it. Which is interesting. It seemed like the other chick did it, but we already arrested her, which is good. I mean, then again, she may just be... She may be gone.
Stop. Just up ahead. Danger.
Ooh. Yeah, I thought this was gonna happen. The no fast travel was given it.
What you have isn't enough. You need more firepower. A ranged weapon.
Really?
Water streams down your pry bar. Or crowbar. Or pry bar. Call it what you will. It doesn't stand a chance against military grade.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
What the fuck is up ahead? Do we have... I don't think we have a firearm. We don't.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Damn.
Put your damn gun down.
People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through.
All right. Shut up! Not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Damn.
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
Dude, that ceramic arm they have is kind of fucking sick.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower.
True.
Peaceful.
Huh? Who the fuck is this?
Nest in your abdominal cavity.
Oh, it's in the far
like
left.
a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible.
Who the fuck? I didn't even realize there was a guy on the far left there. Is that even a person?
Fuck. There are 3 of them. I was hoping there would be less.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
I'll get between them. Okay, we shouldn't say stop. This is the police, though.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Ooh.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig, fuck!
Oh, I thought this guy was gonna be super calm.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
Tribals.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons. You really, really should have a gun in your hand by now. Or something dangerous. This feels scary.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far.
Peace.
Start with the first
Always
idea
peace.
you have. Move down from that. Please.
Yeah? Who did that?
It actually may have been me. We're gonna say it was someone else who's not here right now.
How fucking convenient. Do you think I'm fucking stupid, cop? Why don't you just shot one of your pals here, right? How about the kid? Tell me. Magic fuck.
Listen, please.
Doesn't he believe me?
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him.
Ooh.
All together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud. In a public place.
They did confess though.
You're lying.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking liars.
Oh.
The shot rings in your ears.
Is it a warning shot? He went boogie mode.
The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
You need to check what topic. Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
Let's see if we can think of an argument.
All right, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Destroy your unit after the death of the colonel, or the colonel does not give you the right to conduct a tribunal. I feel like they're just going to say they don't give a shit to that, so I'm going to say this one.
I'm a Cornell major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike.
By clay monkeys.
Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
That's also not true.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun, but we're beyond that now.
You're right, but you see, I want it to end bloodshed.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something.
Wait, what? +1 had blue eyes? We have an Aryan set bonus? Did we say this? Why did I not find my lost gun? Ooh, we really needed to do that, didn't we? I think we have to hit this.
Of course, nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems stable enough to take it.
Doesn't seem stable at all.
Even better, it will further destabilize him, costing time and maybe even lives.
Ooh.
Don't talk.
Okay, yes. Immediate failure.
What's that, Longclaw? I can't.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Holding information.
Kill him.
Oh, well, we're dead.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Dodge it.
The shot
we don't.
You stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards.
Yeah, this ain't good.
A volcano of burning pain erupts.
God, please.
He's aiming for the ice lock in Rude's
helmet.
Ooh. An extremely difficult shot. Then, 2 shots reach backwards, and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who blood gushes from the helmet's
He
ice.
fucking got him. The other guy is.
Unbelievable shot from the glen, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming.
Then we look at him.
A look of happiness. Here it comes. Death.
Maybe we hit it?
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire. The pain is too immense to scream. Nothing. A persisting darkness.
You're bleeding out.
I may have to remember everything.
Yes, keep talking.
But you can't. A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. No, you scream. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns. You hear a roar of pain.
Damn, it's a fucking
death scream.
bloodshed.
The sound disappeared.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more.
We're back into the fight.
He's not taking it. His body is and rotting.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There was a radio in the distance.
True.
A radio.
Hours turned to days. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He
No
never
way.
stops.
Did we survive that? Do we actually survive
You
that?
see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket.
How the fuck
turns
are we
down,
alive?
Then triple from the pain.
Sunrise, Arabella.
Took it off?
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices.
True.
He's done with the jacket.
Mr. Gard cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine. It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off. Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. The gates
Okay.
of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Damn.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
What happened?
What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The major gave the command.
What happened then?
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit with his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight.
He sounds a tiny bit sorry. He did not find it before.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine.
Ooh.
It was meant for me. He did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in...
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus
Damn.
died in the hospital. Yes.
Damn.
Alain and the young musician, I forget his name. They are all that's left. Yes, you were bleeding out. I think you said you lied about being an amnesiac, and you warned me. I was able to disarm the major before he got the job.
Thank you. Although...
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the Paul, though. And that's what happened.
Damn. Worked one day.
This is the one.
This is dead?
Yes.
Are
He's
you
in
there?
a private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage. 5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, all. Yes, officer. 7 people. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The mercenary tribunal is neutralized. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yeah. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
Am I
Pretty
hurt?
bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your
Just your
shoulder.
lung and heart.
The second shot hit you in the thigh. The left quadriceps.
That could have killed us.
No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. We will...
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
A cyclo-locomotor.
Good. You'll need to. Whatever that is. No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean-Vic Mayer is his name. The asphalt vanishes back to that shithole, he says.
Don't care about me
I
at
called
all.
your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join. I'm sure they're worried about you. I did.
Thank you.
No need. Not very. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you.
Will we be able to stand up? Oh, we can.
Easy now. How are you?
So fantastic. Let's rock.
I honestly don't know.
I totally do.
Because we can't talk to Everard. The harbor's in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too. We never got to know what she would have taught us. Yes, Joyce Messier. On the boat, you know? She could have helped us. It's clear the mercenaries were working for Wild Pines. At least partially. It's a little late to elicit her support now. Ruby's gone. And Glacier, well, at least she's safely locked away.
You're more used to us?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects,
True.
was right. It's better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone.
True.
Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are
True.
his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
Damn. Okay.
That does make some sense.
We'll check
I
it
don't
out.
know. That's been there for years.
Footprints.
Yes, God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the
You don't have to
case.
keep everything.
He's wrong.
Okay. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this.
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
There we go.
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around.
Oh, completely
We found
unusable.
one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless.
Oh, true.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is...
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Talk about this crime some more before I tell you what I think about this hardness. Super easy.
Really? Because to me, it seems solving crimes is hard.
I'm ready to give up, are you?
Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one...
Date of birth generator.
Oh yeah, I forgot we did this.
You were born in the year 07. In the last year of the commune of Revachol. Right before it
44.
fell in the old military hospital on the ground floor.
It's all physic. Okay. But we ain't even limping, bro. Walk right into Kim's room.
These papers bear the stamp.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got... I am sure neither of us feels solid.
Okay. Oh, the window. God damn it, dude. I can't believe all that shit happened. Maybe if you don't run, okay. Let's examine that window one more time. And then we'll call it.
Neon lit shapes. A man, and it's not the roof. And you would have found it had it been on the coast. In either B
True.
prime or B double prime. Which leaves the island in the bay.
It's not impossible. There is a narrow opening between the commercial area and the collapsed tenement north of it. So it is.
For a second he seems tired. The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez, looking under every rock and talking to every person.
Of course. I mean, how do we get there? Joyce may
Yeah.
the sloop, but she's gone. Yes, but it'll take them days to give it. We could ask around in the fishing village.
We go to the lady that we were going to have a date with. Damn. If only I knew that we could have done this before. Maybe, I don't think we actually could have gone to the island before. We could thank this guy.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. You're welcome. I defended maybe. I wish you a quick recovery. Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. I don't remember everyone who... No problem.
What a nice guy. He means it. He was a little upset with us, but he means it. So all the Hardy Boys have died except for this one guy here. Well, two guys.
Seeing you.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think...
Huh?
What?
He's very...
Our condolences for your losses.
Does he look like...
He does not. While still alive.
No shit, Marlon.
Titus is fucking dead.
What's
True.
gonna happen to the Hardy boys? Look around you, man. Look. Yeah,
Damn.
you too. Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that.
That's kind
True.
of you to say. Take care.
I will.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into...
Damn. We're just trying to do our best. Everyone's so fucking mean. For literally no reason, too. Ooh, what is this?
The graffito has been painted over. This was Cindy the Scar. The lieutenant crouches.
Looks like it. Yes. And blood.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Whew. Close call.
Isn't that flammable? We're not doing that, bro. Let's talk to this lady, see if she can get us to the island. Maybe we can date her.
Officer, what happened?
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
And people...
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all...
There was an exchange of fire on the Rue de Saint-Hilaire. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
That's nothing to brag about.
It's not serious.
Of course. Can I help you with something? That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Who's got a bacteria? Okay. I don't know why we're trying to brag so much.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
Yeah.
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People die. The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do. On rafts.
Like old bullet.
I tell them not. Twins. God forbid they bring the girl.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place?
Be my guest. They have a strange way of talking. Well, most of it's sung.
Aye, aye, Captain.
If you promise to bring it back, and no.
Of course, ma'am.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Okay. What a nice lady. They bring back bullet casings, eh? Maybe I was thinking we would restart, but I think we are gonna run it here with this.
The scruffy haired
this one's.
boy.
That's iron. That's
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but
I don't know what those are.
What then?
They're alive.
they must mean a human being on that island.
On an island?
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
He killed himself. Okay.
I'm sorry. Because he asked to put the I don't know. Yes.
Wait, what? So he told him to put the fire on the island so that nobody would know that he was there.
Did you mean there are...
Yes. No, he doesn't. No, he lives there. He doesn't live...
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. There's
Lights. Fire guy.
There's a guy on that island and they bring back fucking bullet casings and shit, and he told him to take out the, what do you call it? We probably have to go on the other side, right? Told him to put out the light on the island. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's see what we can do here. I'll keep going for a little bit longer. I was gonna call it, but
A
I'm really
skiff
curious.
With a small, once you get in, that's it. Have you made all the necessary?
Yeah.
Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't.
What? Fine. Let's.
SAD FM is a radio station specializing in sad, slow.
Let's go. Yeah, let's fucking blast this shit. I guess less people could have died if we did our job a little better. Ooh, I wonder if this is credits. How far away is this? Did we have the option to borrow her boat before? I don't think we did. So I don't think we could have gone to the island until that other shit happened. Is that the island? No, it's not. What's that fucking gigantic vapor trail thing in the middle? I wonder how long it took for this game to be made. Because there's so many small little different things and like everything is voice acted. I wonder just like how fucking long it took for this. I mean, this has to be the only final part where I think my prediction is we're going to go to this island, we're going to patch up a bunch of the missing leads, and probably figure out the truth right here. Oh, we're close. Here it is. Giant fucking oil spill. We would have had to have lied in that encounter, because I mean the only person who could have done it had to have been on this island, and we didn't have anybody there that we could have lied about. I mean, maybe if we lied about someone else, it would have been fine. But I think they probably still would have shot us and had that whole thing go down.
The boat comes to a slow in the silence. Let's go.
Let's go. Leveled up twice. I'm just going to save it for any skill checks that we need. We are here.
The chain trails off into the ocean.
Oh, this is the other thing.
Connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. So it's for bringing munitions to the island, maybe?
As a defensive measure, lock it off.
From enemies. Enemies of the...
Okay. Do we go on the bottom first? Let me go on the bottom. Hmm. 50 years old. I'm trying not to run too much. But goddamn, I want to run. Inflammable. Black viscous, yeah, we saw that in the water. Something here. Warm blood trickles down my armpit. Let's enter here real quick. And we can explore on the back. Holy fuck, this place is massive. Stairs have collapsed. Okay, we're not going to be able to go through that way. Damn, for cannons.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired. Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mass. The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
I don't know. I'm not a fit. Someone who has basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the...
The wind outside picks up suddenly, with a faint howl. Inside, it's warm.
Downstairs, somewhere?
A hollow ring. The canister is empty. The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank.
I forgot I had that.
There's a red starter switch on the side. The recoil start wakes the old generator.
We had that in our inventory for so long.
That should do it.
Secret task. Okay. I guess that's going to be useful later on. There's the fucking thing!
In the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen...
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep...
No.
Yes, anytime.
You don't have to be a hero.
I do.
The greasy...
The offer still stands.
This is fucking it right here.
Books and magazines lie scattered. Most are soft covers among what is mostly commercial fiction.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Not that you can tell. This is a digest of someone who's dead bored. Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a nude mag. More than that, you can... The print in some of these is pretty small, though. This person...
Conceptualization? You know what? I'm going to upgrade in conceptualization. And then I'm going to save so that way we can make sure we hit this check.
Soft covers, serialized, fantastic. Still.
Just because I'm curious.
Soft covers, serialized, still.
Dude, there's a gigantic fucking open slit in this fucking wall. Someone's been here. This is
serialized, still.
Someone fucking shot some dude from down here. Don't know why, but they fucking did.
Soft covers, serialized, still.
Dude, we're fucking hitting this. And there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Soft covers, serialized, still.
They're trying to stop me, but they will not succeed.
Soft covers, serialized, still.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Soft covers, serialized, still.
Soft covers, serialized. Soft covers, serialized. Soft covers.
Soft covers, serialized, still.
Okay.
Nothing. Just books.
I rolled... Okay, so I have a 5. This shouldn't even be difficult. I don't know why this is... Yeah. I mean, we only need to roll like...
Covers,
what? Fucking double 5s or something? That was close.
Just books.
Damn. Police work is tough. Talk to strangers and explore. Dude, not now. Don't be talking to me about that bullshit when we're going through what we're going through right now. Telling us to take breaks and explore.
Soft covers, serialized, still nothing.
Are you fucking me right now? We're in the Sea Fortress.
Soft covers, serialized, still nothing.
Dude, you know what? I'll just load it and then we'll just come back to this later. Can't be fucking with that.
Soft covers.
Oh, one more time.
Fantastic. Still.
Imagine though. Imagine the nerves. Army surplus winter scarf. What do we have on right now? I think drama is probably better. What does that go as? More empathy? I think we'll just keep to what we got right now. Hand-eye coordination. What do we have on right now? Logic. I think probably logic is better. Is one of these locked? And this one has extra loot. 10 over 10 tons.
Small metal. Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it. Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open.
He's right. It would be better to open it.
I think there's a console just southeast. Let's look.
Okay. We did power it up, so we should be good to go.
Green paint flecks off the monoblock. The keys rattle like teeth.
The console of an end. I think, yes. Let's see.
The lighting in the room turns off. The dial slides under the glass. Dark. The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
Let's go. That's a really long animation.
A sudden wave of anxiety.
After you. I don't know.
A thin wisp of smoke.
Okay. Let's check out over here real quick, though. Oh. A firing slit. Well, that seems pretty important, don't you think? Okay, we can jump over to here real quick. Let's just explore around the whole coast. I want to leave no stone unturned. Awfully pointy shaped little peninsula there. Oh, we don't want to come back this way, never mind. There's another can of fuel, I guess, if we sold the first one.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete.
This looks like a good place to
True.
live.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts.
Not gonna take one.
What? There's a firing slit in the wall, it's quite old and grimy. The springs screech at trepidation. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off. The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the whirling in rags.
The perfect shot.
Box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. You see a small fleck of white on the rooftop, the upstairs window of...
There it is.
Do you have a line of sight to the window?
Uh-huh.
I can see it. Through the scope of a rifle. The shooter would be prone, lying on a mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure.
Cheek against a cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
Good. I think we have it, Detective. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
We got it.
Affirmative.
Why? We don't go everywhere in a 1,000-meter radius of the crime scene. Don't beat yourself up, officer.
Damn.
We did not put guns in their hands or get them drunk.
The lieutenant pauses.
We will make up for it. Where?
He does not answer. He feels uncomfortable.
We should move now.
Yeah. Another fuel canister. keep going. We found it. Oh, someone's watching us. Okay. We fucking found it, though. Let me save. That's not exactly the best thing you want to hear, that someone's watching you. Well, I mean, they have to be on this island, right? We're gonna figure it out. White flowers? I wonder if those are the same ones we had before. And there he is. He's even got his gun.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours, unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight is sharp. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
Change your eyesight.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see all the shit.
Yeah.
A shudder of disgust passes his right side. His left side remains motionless.
Close the blast door?
It's not enough.
Oh, gun.
It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
That bomb grave?
It's a 3-Angong 446.
A Samuran rifle. How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
The what now? I may have. All sorts of little rats have come sniffing around, trying to give up the position.
Trying to give up the position.
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk. I did. And you opened it. Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
True.
I told you we shouldn't play sad FM. I did.
We have entered a world where he said you shouldn't. It is the only will.
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is, you heard me. It's good now, like chalk wiped from the board.
The lieutenant pulls his pistol
Oh,
from
damn.
the holster.
You were a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
The words,
Ooh.
I am an enemy commander, sound cold as iron.
Cold as iron.
The old man.
And what rank would that be?
A double
A
fritter.
big wheel of the 4th Regiment of the Pederast Army. To hell with it. So
The blood would stick anyway.
Bullets.
Like an amputated limb in the sand.
What have you been using the gun for?
No reply. His leg twitched.
How are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war.
Oh, wait.
This is my term of surrender.
Oh, has he been here ever since the fucking revolution?
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? Your holdover from the...
From the Insulindian Citizens Militia.
Damn.
The army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in 07. Trained in the École de Contrôle Orient. And consigned to emergency defense duty. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the Commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
43 years?
No. I've been on other islands, too. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it.
22 years ago.
Then I came back here. How does anyone survive? I steal supplies, vegetables, collect rainwater. It's the life of a dog, not a human being.
How is your health, Mr.
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red.
He does seem frail.
Yeah.
Even for his age. More like 75 than 65.
Yeah.
Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer.
The RCM can provide medical service.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns.
You also have Druamine.
In pain.
I have been running out of that stuff.
We can do it.
There's nothing to look over. The triage, I haven't. I have holes in my brain.
Damn.
I don't even know what. Inferno?
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult, mentally, to live in isolation.
Traitors. It's better alone. I
Damn.
watch the people of this city turn the lights back on. More and more each year. Ruined. It's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
It's not an island. What? It's a defensive fortification. The congenitally deformed King Philip coalition military called it Operation Death
Blow.
Death Blow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. You don't know. You haven't seen it.
Iblis?
The black-eyed angel.
There's your unit?
I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the a second for reaction to take hold. It's the same thing.
And this was?
May the 13th, 08.
Selling it was dark
ago,
magic?
The combined might huddled on.
A terrible shame, still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame.
No. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland. In the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened at the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the airships. I climbed out into air. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction.
Why?
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. That the bourgeois are not human.
I'm finished.
I had to fight it. I
Sounds
had
a little
to
crazy.
never stop. It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan trade.
There were posters.
We communards still hope. And others too. Some cordons of rep at night. I used a dinghy.
With a tire?
I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons.
In the city, you move on it
from bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide.
Been there?
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in
graves.
there. Elmagrave, I know.
So you've been
sleeping.
Whoa.
Some nights.
He's been there?
Ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded.
Oh, some of my bullets though.
Connecting. Little dots on the map.
Oh, yeah. So he went over there, he got the bullets, and put it over his gun. I just walk there.
They don't want to. They're all trait.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forgetting.
True.
Drinking. Laughing.
The propaganda bunker.
But not anymore.
Propaganda bunker?
They stored leaflets there. A lot of our boys did. I spent some...
The old man.
43 years and 10 months.
My entire life.
It's too long. It's not how a human being should live. Right.
What have you been doing?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
Where it's morning, en route, 2 police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria.
What?
Satellite officer John Vic Mayer inspects giant letters across the plaza
Oh.
mosaic in dark red government.
They're just getting.
Heavy fuel oil. Patrol officer Judith Minot points west. The fishing village. She glances at her watch. We meet in 15 minutes. It's a 10. The officers go, leaving behind the writing, still smelling of petroleum.
Always waiting. For her to return.
For who?
Girl, child, revolution.
People are planning.
I am not a fool. I know the historic opportunity for our revolution has passed. You're with the RCF. The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol. The so-called Lieutenant W. Freighter. You're the RCM.
Damn.
Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to...
Damn.
Spray of blood from his mouth. Rene, the royalist on the coast, said.
Instrument surrender.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have been.
Is that part of why you've been here all this time?
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
I don't think you did. No, I am not a soldier. Trained in historical materialism.
He nods slowly. Then,
There's nothing serious in this world.
It's
So
done for
what
him.
have I used it for?
here we go. A trail of blood.
Killing people?
It's a gun.
True.
That's what they're for. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
There is no after.
Oh, true.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Going straight. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
Second contractor Krennel.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to
Yeah.
hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice.
We're in.
Do it, sire.
Oh, yes. That one.
There we go.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
Okay.
Exhaust him with proof. Pilot the scent of blood in the air. But what else? Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies.
You had direct visibility.
Yeah.
They are embrasures in the concrete.
There's no way out of this
specifically
one.
meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dross. Too long.
I'm ready to die.
He's practically admitted
On my
to
part.
it. Dead fascists for fascists. Done his part. Just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not seem to have a scope.
Forget about your stupid fucking scope.
Oh.
I don't know where it is. Find it yourself. It's your problem now.
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is.
True.
Forget it. Push on.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
A sudden twitch, then one more in his right eye.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. There were Maybells in the grass when
Yeah.
I got here. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Classia's bedroom. Now, they're good. You got it. Remember? Nothing else comes up. You see, the lieutenant. I'm sorry. This didn't do anything.
Officer. A word? I think we may have this. From nothing to this in a day. This is good, Lieutenant Gefreiter. We just need a confession first, and then maybe a solid motive later. Good. We are doing very good. He wants to confess, I can see that. We just need to pile it.
You hear that? He thinks you're this close.
Yes, good going. That should be our first priority. Well, I can think of one thing.
The gun.
The gun.
Ooh.
Yes, sire. Make a production of...
Remember, he wants to tell us, but he doesn't want to help us. It needs...
There is palpable excitement in his tone. He thinks the deserter has more than just this case in him. 44 years here.
Oh, yes. And he hasn't spoken to anybody in a long time.
Damn. I wasn't gonna have him pick up the gun because I thought it'd be stupid,
Minions of capital. What do you want?
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle's in a shabby state. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burned into the...
No one said it has to be a Belmer grave. We were just guessing.
From ballistics, it could easily have been a triangle, too.
True.
It doesn't matter if it was made in Shanty Shanty. All it has to do is use jacketed ammunition.
And it does.
The right type and the right caliber.
He's liking this. The old man keeps following your motion with... This looked very much like the murder weapon. It can be used against him later.
Petty bourgeois law.
A drop of blood. Tear into him again. Pile it on him.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition.
Well, hold on.
It's a real gun. Not like
Look
your
at musketeer pistols.
You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
He knows.
He saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. So he saw you. Okay. So what?
True.
Don't let
Volition the goat.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
You have the murder weapon?
Good.
I mean, I think it's obvious.
This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder. Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's all class, yeah.
He knows her, but hadn't heard the name.
With the victim.
He doesn't see her as see the guy as a victim.
Don't leave any loose ends. Get him on everything.
That's a butcher
Everything
line.
is brands with you individualists.
Show me the souls.
Fucking imbecile.
The maker is called sensory. You see their features? These are not the unusual horizontal patterned souls you saw in the dust on the floor of the...
The same size.
The size fits, but not the soul.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you?
The lieutenant gives you. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood. Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. Got your attention. Now you stop eating druggies and prostitutes in your basement.
This guy's kind of off one.
Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the...
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
The lieutenant raises. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them. In phase. And I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death. And that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her. Nothing.
He wanted to kill
I
both.
went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white. Or what's left of it anyway. My last spring. And so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
Yes.
And you were looking at Dan, the victim and a young woman, having sex through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him?
The old man.
He admits to having the scope, so you don't even need to get it.
Because that's what they were doing.
The motive. This is where the motive...
I don't understand. Do you, detective?
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of...
A rifle scope
helps him see all...
And if you don't like it?
Click.
Then you pull the trigger?
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
You've got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
Anything else you haven't liked, or...
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that.
Jealous?
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out. Soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore.
Sounds like we got it.
And I wanted to see his head explode.
I guess that's the motive.
That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second. Writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
This man has seen past her, like you did.
How long have you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still wind.
Past the Fell building on...
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the
wonder if we can
ruins
find
there.
that.
She couldn't see me, but I could see her.
And beautiful.
her passport,
Oh.
the tickets to Riyadh. Yes, after she'd gone.
Sloppy. We should have gotten her to tell us about this. Did you take the documents?
No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I did. She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks, and a body hard and lean.
She's taking a beating.
I could see who she was, too. A spook, on the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here.
You could tell she was a spook?
She had different color hair on the photo, and glasses.
Oh, she changed her to. She got like disguised. Oh, forged?
Sordid bourgeois affair.
He's setting it up for the bruises. You can't make that out in a scope.
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
It quickly comes to you.
Through a hole in the wall?
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife.
Everything in him fills with impossible longing.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip-point knife. Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass. I've been through all of Martinez.
Damn.
Yes, that, too. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit.
Those two took the cake. You hear the familiar scribble of one more loose end.
How did you get in there?
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial.
You had to open the steel?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there.
Spare keys.
I don't know. 15 years ago.
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging behind the Union Box window.
There's
the coals of his eyes glistens.
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there.
It's weakness.
It's weakness, I know. No, I don't really know. I was there one night, the day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why I do the things I do anymore. Maybe I told you.
A sudden panic.
If you came 10 years ago.
Okay.
In the silence, the one more down.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you.
Yeah.
That's it. Motive. We have it.
Where is she, that Classier? Locked up with your masters, like I'll be. Maybe we'll meet. She kept staring at the island. The fort.
She knew.
Like she knew I was here.
Across the harbor, on the south bank of the River Esperon, inside a cell, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines,
At least she's still alive.
and alcohol, all at once, and knows it's over. They've come for her. He knew she knows. She was looking at the island.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done of enough? Take him in. Bend his arms behind his back and...
A tragic comedy. Druggies. Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Because of the racist...
Okay, this guy's just gonna go off about a bunch of different fucking crazy shit.
Not since the... Intense. Like animal. The worst of the worst. Every morning, that's all the rich really... We did.
There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people. Might be worth investing.
Horse. Syphilis is a disease Philip III contracted and up the
okay.
back. And he's still... What a keen remark. Yes, it is, isn't it? Forgot some advertising. Another...
Disappointment. So personal.
That
what?
deformed toad, I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass. I mean, the brains of the operation, the smart one. That mobster toad couldn't run a shithouse. He has no political education. He's
Like
first against the wall with them. First against the... Every royalist ghouls Played like I remember that.
This guy's just going off against crazy shit.
Such predatory hunger.
Not yet.
Save the treat for later.
He is a juicy bonbon better.
Momentarily, he's worried for him.
Glad. It's all gone.
Wonder if we can do this. Assess his body language.
For a 60-year-old man, he's prone to erratic hand gestures and clearly malnourished. His lip curls.
Glad. It's all... What? But you said I would be taken to the...
For the what? To the what?
The wind picks up.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given... Do you understand?
But... No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Means her pupils are dilated.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Wait.
You thought you heard something.
Maybe we could all fit in there. Not really.
But then, who watches him while you're coming back in?
You come back for me? How about...
What is this farce?
Lillian. You could ask her, maybe.
The net picker
This is
watcher.
no harmless old man.
This fucking world.
No, listen. Listen now.
This is something, who knows what, in the dust.
Okay, how about I take him to the prison and you wait on the island?
There's something in the fucking...
This world.
The wind is cold. Your skin is crawling suddenly.
Something's about to happen. We did save. I probably should have saved again. But why is there a big shadow over us? What the fuck is that? What is that? What the fuck is that? What in the fuck is that? What is that?
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by
Phasmid.
limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in
What
ghostly
in
silence.
the fuck is that?
What are you talking about? There's nothing.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster. You feel the lieutenant's hand.
I can see it.
He can?
Thank God. If he can see it, then you're not insane. What that means, it's really there, spinning slowly.
What
in
the fuck
absolute
is that?
silence.
Is this real?
Be very, very careful.
Are you fucking me? This is real? This thing is actually fucking real. What in the fuck?
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from his head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss.
I have absolutely no idea.
What in the fuck?
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion. I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
You see the insect turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Shh. Okay.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air, slowly. The creature tilts its tiny head to the side and appears to look at you.
We can't just leave it standing there. We have to do something, Detective.
You've never seen him get this excited. His voice is almost trembling.
What happens if I put more points to electrochemistry? I have so many skill points. I don't think you can. I have fucking 7 in electrochemistry and it still didn't fucking work. Yeah. Let me see if this was possible here.
You barely get to take one step. The invertebrate reacts with uncanny speed. Skating...
Let's say inevitably failed. Let me reload really quick. I feel like I may be able to get this though. Is it here?
The creature stands on...
Okay, it's not even fucking there on my screen anymore, but I assume it is. We have to have some things with electrochemistry. You can't. You actually can. It's impossible. Nobody can do it. Damn. Alright, let me see what happens if he gets the photo.
The creatures stand, read like tufts.
I have
You glance.
We need a foot.
From the corner, I am not palatable. With the sound of metals, you see the insect turn to him.
The ampoule will produce a loud hiss. You're right. It could scare...
I'll wait. I'm on standby. The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you. Its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly.
We can't approach.
Nothing changes in the cyclical. Its insect mind is impenetrable to your reach.
We can't just...
You've never seen him get this excited.
We can't.
His voice is...
We can't do this.
trembling.
It's impossible. It's literally impossible to do, so... Oh, we might have soft-locked the game. I think we soft-locked it. We weren't supposed to retry twice. Can't even press escape anymore. Let me try to restart the game. Dude, it like took a while to even like delete. This is fucking scary. It's like the game doesn't even want to close. Why is this here at the very end of the game? What is this, dude? Like, did I get like a fucking... Did I get like a Halloween ending? What is this? What the fuck is this? Alright, hopefully we can fucking continue. Yeah, you literally can't. You literally can't. You don't have enough. +1 physique, is that to everything in physique? Holy shit, do we have this much shit before? We might actually be able to do this.
Well, hello. Someone's here.
No.
Oh no, you. The lights reflect. Wow, I don't know about this. Fine. Not all.
You've passed up your chance to start.
Okay. Electrochemistry. 10 electrochemistry. This has to be it. We're fucking doing this.
The creatures stand, reed like tufts stick out of its joints.
I have a...
You glance.
We need a...
From the corner, I am not back with the sound of... You see the...
The ampoule will produce a...
I'll wait. The spindly...
Alright, I want to say don't be afraid, and then we're gonna approach. Alright, we're gonna have to... I think we have to restart the game every time.
You barely...
Wait, I rolled a... We actually rolled a fucking over 21. So you can't do it.
Where? Where did it go?
Can you see it?
No. It's gone for now.
It glide?
It appears the insect can walk on water, like a water strider, you know?
He shakes his head in silence.
No.
However hard you squint,
I tried, but it was moving too fast, and I didn't get the ampoule in. A stick insect of some sort, pretending to... Someone must have known about it, though. Maybe there's some secret to approaching it? I have no idea. I've never heard of a species like that.
What now? In some kind of strain.
Our suspect's not looking so good. We should check it. It looks like it has some kind of nest there.
In the
What the
reeds,
fuck?
where the phasmid was hiding, you see a little flash of white.
Oh. Fairweather helmet? Oh, that was a scope. Do you have an egg?
What is it? What do you want from me?
Mr. Drost?
The man does not respond.
What
He
in the
keeps
fuck?
staring. Black eyes glazed over and bulging from this, like an addict of some terrible substance. A light shiver passes.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem.
The trembling mouth.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him.
The phasmid's
Perhaps you
nest.
should. Nothing. Just dulls the last embers of...
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Drost could have picked it up. Or the phasmid even. If it did...
I lost.
He turns his eyes to the...
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid.
The
This
fuck?
site is a T9, Mr. Drost. Was it a...
Silence. You've gotten all you will. The plastic cape flaps around his face. In a gust...
Old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid. The combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you? That could be part of the shock.
No response.
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arrest him. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope...
You will have to be very convincing. And very...
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help.
Well, fucking unbelievable. Fucking actually unbelievable. How is that they're just gonna put... I actually just don't even believe that. They just simply would decide to introduce a fucking different creature entirely. At the very end.
ICM. This feels familiar somehow.
I already know what ICM is.
The skiff is sweat.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks, but for the sound of conversation, you reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Oh, there's people waiting for us. I forgot. The lady's gone.
Look what the tide brought him. You look like a fucking clown, Harry. Not like a funny police officer.
Whatever this is, it is completely This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you. That's right. And you're some kind of an urban scarecrow thing.
Who are you people?
Trent Heilerstone. I believe with...
Oh, this is the other guy.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Comar. And this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstone.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you after pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
What if all this is in our head?
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorate. The two aren't.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Okay.
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets. Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
Look at us here.
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
And the people on the street have...
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilerstein. I never said I wasn't Mikhail. Mikhail's my son. No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez. It was a coincidence.
Who's consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on. Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells? Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn major crime.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show. Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Other people have left too. Good.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating it.
Ooh, I see.
Look at me. I'm G. Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So not so much anymore.
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing.
It's a major crimes unit. We cleared the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry.
The 41st isn't...
Yeah, we're not.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you...
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, e-solar, power, and so on.
Yeah.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
A highly experimental detective, and that was a method I used to solve the case.
Son of fucking Long here. Detective far out, son of Long on the case.
Son of Long.
It's an urban myth. A police detective who employs highly experimental investigative techniques. It's a cultural reference detective.
He has indeed had the possibility before. I have trouble believing him, of course, but he seems to want to convince himself of it. And I've seen him work. His methods are unorthodox.
With all due respect, Lieutenant, you're bewitched by the shit kid. It happens. What doesn't happen is a cop wiping his own memory to solve a case. In fact, it's not possible to wipe one's memory at all, even with the amount of pot and Pilsner he downs every hour. It's simple.
Detective Vigmer, I'm not saying he's the son of Lung, but lying? I mean, he has blacked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders.
The two cases in your ledger, the unsolvable, those cases were hard.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's what...
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant
Significant anomaly
anomaly
at
at all?
all.
Something to be explained, approached as a defect. Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world team, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed hardwired to the free market.
Okay, Trent, thank you.
I don't know what- yeah, that's
absolutely
meaningless.
I'm glad we brought you. Willie.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Well, now.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Throw it in the ocean when I was drunk.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you. It doesn't matter. Your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain it.
Catch it.
Not today, badge.
And your gun.
Ooh.
As if having your badge and gun.
Upgraded it. I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry. I only care about I knew it. I told you we didn't have it.
This isn't cause for celebration.
Oh, I would say it's very bad. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Please, put the stolen rifle away before you kill someone.
I haven't
So
started drinking.
you forgot to drink? I don't buy it.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
True.
Without a reply, the satellite officer covers his nose.
What you've discovered? You let the suspect escape. A certain Ruby.
No.
Because you were too drunk to take her in.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
Wait, what?
Sure. If it's part of your master plan, or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him, that compared to the 8 people who were gunned down.
He did everything he could. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. Detective, it's better if...
It's so much better if he does this.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you've spent the week with him. On Lieutenant Yufret.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
True.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize profusely, making it sound like he's
Fuck.
guilty of at least...
We're getting
first
judged for
degree
every
murder.
action we've done.
It's not a good communication. It's odd, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a hustler.
Visionary, money engineer.
Right. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing
True.
leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven.
Damn right.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke.
You weren't
which,
even
by
there
the
for
way,
that, bro.
I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar. Was a valiant effort.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect, 3 meters tall. It's on the island, camouflage as the reed. It unfolded from them. I did not, unfortunately, get a photo.
It's a Lindian phasmid.
I know this sounds fantastic, but I'm a 4 times decorated lieutenant of the RCM. I do not make up encounters with cryptids to spice up my day. I am very, very sane.
I don't doubt you, Lieutenant. If you say it was the Insulindian phasmid, then it was the Insulindian phasmid. By God. Is it somehow connected to the case?
The killer
Kind of.
did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence, exhibiting strange, atypical dementia, He fell into
Whoa.
a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
Wait, what if the phasmid touched us and that's how we lost our memories?
So it is connected.
We could order a search. I could get people from EPIS on the island, entomologists, doctors. There must be signs of it in the reeds. If
That's
we
what the
found
cryptologist was
Elysium
talking about.
phasmid, well, that would be absolutely exceptional. The PR value alone.
Yeah, that's what that cryptologist was trying to find out, that new insect.
There, you need to make your case now. The floor is all yours. He prepared it well.
Female? You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a...
It was definitely female.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is, of course, as I said, I'm only guessing.
Yes, but also reed-colored. Beige and brown, a little green on the outside.
Incredible. It's a toughie that you don't have a photo. This would look very, very flat.
I tried to, but I only...
Ouch.
We can still work. Cop discovers new species in there. I know a good guy in La Majeste, but only after the École Supérieure people find it. This can...
It needs to be white coats and glassware for this fly. We need professional.
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but quit while you're ahead, or no.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. Of course, excuse me.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Or between...
Jealousy. I thought this Lilianovich...
A strange psychosexual fascination. Also, we have ballistics from the gun.
It's a clean win.
True.
Oh, it's way more than that.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over
It's
yourself.
phasmid.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like it will pass in time.
In time. We're not gonna say this other shit. This is fucking bullshit. We're not gonna worry about that shit. I mean, this one could help. We'll see.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a...
The body was transported to Precinct 41.
You're not the only cop in the world.
Still, good work.
It's still a point for you.
We'll take it.
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude.
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the...
Now you will finally get to know. The man looks what jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair. Some of your more old-school wording choices. Your posture, even. The constant stretches.
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. Oh.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on.
Damn.
The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible hope.
In your 20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since then. Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that...
The smell of sweat and glue.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
His
Makes sense.
Yes, really contained love.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
I like
It's
this.
not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you're a drunk.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned her name.
Not Dora Dubois.
Something like that. Half Vazan.
You're
No
married?
one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Volition, please. You're supposed to be on my side.
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one.
Damn.
Incredibly bangable. She was extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous.
Okay.
A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Snow Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin. Pain Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go.
I think she taught in the academy. My point is, you need to see...
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
No. You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry.
Okay.
No mob boss would take you.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal out of it. I
True.
told you it's not that bad.
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
Really?
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the sea wing. It's not good. Ptolemy Price? Is the son...
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird, they speak of change. The city. The tension on the street.
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean.
The
They're
torso.
not fit to run a wing. Believe me.
They are damn iconic though. Torsen and McLean.
Yeah, not like us. Too clinically depressed. God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
So he remembers that. Yes.
Shooting up churches never is.
Our enemies were hiding in a church.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed.
Okay. It's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there. Hard. Every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivashore.
Damn.
Faubourg, technically.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you. And it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
What do you do?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed
Report
report
anyone has ever seen.
It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
Not moving over to this one.
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
On to that Station 41.
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains we might work with. Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad...
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be...
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back.
I do like the sound of that.
We recruited him.
He's really considering it.
Good.
He's really considering
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage.
The great district hums. You close Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein?
No.
Vicmere?
Yes.
Dubois?
Yes.
Yeah, really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
And... Damn. Oh. Is he gonna shake our hand? Oh, we're gonna hug him. Oh, I forgot we still have a fucked up leg. I wonder if there are multiple endings in this game. I know that the ending there could change a little bit, but I actually don't see how there could be other endings. There we go. Take a screenshot of that. There you go, that's the end. That was pretty fucking crazy, and that was a fucking insane ending. That was also a very, like, it was a very real story, I feel. Like, they could have gone a little crazy with different things, and they kind of did with certain things. But a lot of shit is, like, was actually pretty fairly real. Even to, like, down to, like, the small things of, like, how you think in the game. Even in world, like, the powers that you have as, like, a detective, it's just exactly how your mind works normally. And it isn't, like, super crazy. It's like you're kind of like better than everyone else in terms of, like, deduction and logic, but, like, only barely. You're not like a freaking Omega god. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. We'll see if there's a bunch of other different. I'm sure there's, like, a bunch of secret things that I missed and didn't get to do. But yeah, I really wonder how long it took for them to, like, do all the voice acting, do everything. I'm gonna have to look up how long it took them to make this game, because everything is, like, so specific. I wonder, like, how you even go this. Like, you really couldn't guess where things were going along the whole way. It took, like, a lot of guessing. Kind of a banger. By British Sea Power. Final cut. What a fucking crazy name to be for in the credits there. Is that guy's name really Virgil Texas? That's unbelievable. Yeah. Some of these people were, like, hella overlapping. Oh, I guess this is the final cut. So I think this game probably took... This must have been, like, remastered and would have been... Did they just not have, like, I don't think they had any narrations for anything previously then. Yeah, I don't think they did. Who the fuck was Pale Driver? Real estate? Did I even run into any of those people? That guy voice acted the fucking Phasmid. And the fucking Pale Latitude Compressor? Mr. Anonymous. I wonder how long this is going to be. Ooh, this is probably going to be for every single different language. Because they went through Chinese, now they're in Spanish. And now they're going through Korean. But we will let the whole credits play out. Some people just like, whenever they get to the credits of the game, they just Alt F4 and never play the game again, but like, dude, we can't do that. We can't do that. They got this shit in Polish too? Got this shit in Turkish? Yeah, cool stuff. I wonder how much like different like variations you can do, and I still wonder if you had a time limit for the game, because I tried to get things like really done quickly. I wonder if you could have just like waited a long time and like not done things, because I don't know if anything was actually time related. Like I don't know if it was like, if you don't do this by day 3 then you can't do it. I don't think that's true. Testronic LQA. Collage mode. I mean, there's no way they had, like, different voice actors for all this other different stuff. I think they probably kept it the same and just translated the text, right? Because I was going to say there's no way that they could have done all that voice acting all over again. I had to license the fucking font? Had a fucking stress relief dog in there too. What if there's an after credit scene? Well, that's it. Where's collage mode? No, I guess you can just move shit around. But yeah, cool. Really cool game. That will do it for today. Really, really cool. Oh yeah, before I close it. How long did it take to make Disco Elysium? 7 years. Damn. Crazy shit. Alright, well, I will cover that. I will see you guys later.